Good morning, Hornets, and welcome to today's segment of Beech Grove Student News. I am Jillian Curd.
And I'm Ethan Wilson. Today we'll be taking a look at e-learning day, yearbook sales, a recent cheer competition, and, as always, sports.
But first, we have some bigger news to discuss. 2 students in California were sadly shot and killed yesterday during yet another school shooting in our country. The alleged shooter pulled a pistol out of his school bag and began firing at fellow students and classmates. The shooter is now in a grave condition after self-inflicted gunshot wounds.
This morning, we would like to take a moment of silence for the community in Santa Clarita and students and staff at Sagis High School. Now we're going to throw it over to Jordan Dishman for this weekend's weather forecast.
Good morning, Hornets. Today we'll have a high of 41 and a low of 24 with a 0% chance of rain. Saturday we'll have a high of 41 with a low of 22 with a 10% chance of rain as well. And ending off the week, we'll have a high of 43 and a low of 28 with also a 10% chance of rain. That's all for your weekly weather. Back to you ladies at the desk.
Basketball season has arrived, which means cheerleaders are getting ready to start their competition season. Here's Mariana with more.
Football season is now over, which means it is time for basketball season. Although most people may think the cheerleaders are only practicing for basketball, well, you are wrong. They actually get the opportunity to compete in a cheerleading competition in February. I asked one of the senior cheerleaders, Serenity, more about how they will prepare for a competition. Here's what she had to say.
We have also been trying out some new stunts, so it looks cool this year. We'll also be doing pullouts for the early on this year, which a pullout is when we do our full routine with stunts, jumps, and tumbling.
This year's comp will be held at the high school on February 29th, which is on a Saturday. If you don't have any plans this day, I highly suggest you to come support your Beech Grove cheerleaders. This has been Mariana for Bgsn. Back to you guys at the desk.
Next Tuesday, we will be having an e-learning day. Here is Gabe for more on what's to come.
Hey Hornets, I'm Gabriel with Bgsn, and today we'll be talking about e-learning day. Now, we will be having an e-learning day next week on Tuesday. E-learning day is a day where students stay at home and are expected to do their work on Canvas. I spoke to Miss Kathy, Algebra 1 teacher, about more on the expectations of students on e-learning day.
Students are expected to log into Canvas by 9 a.m. If a teacher usually uses the pages or the home page, they should go to that. And I think the home page will have instructions. If it's in modules, they should follow those instructions. In my case, I use calendar a lot, so my kids should look at the calendar for further information. And I think their homepage will also have the teacher's contact information, so if the kids are having any struggles, then we will definitely be looking at our email periodically throughout the day.
I also asked her what the teachers will be doing on e-learning day.
I think that some teachers are, since it's a planned one, in my case, it's going to be a review for the prior day's topics. Other teachers may have a general topic that they're covering, maybe something that everyone should know in history or in English. So I think that each teacher has his or her own agenda.
I've been Gabriel with Bgsn. Back to you fantastic, lovely people back at the desk.
Hey Ethan, have you bought a yearbook yet?
Funny you ask. I just purchased mine and it looks like it's going to be super cool.
I thought so too. The 2019-2020 yearbook staff is working super hard to perfect this year's yearbook. Here's yearbook editor Erica Sussman with more.
As you may know, last year's Standing Tall Together yearbook received a lot of recognition. This year's yearbook staff is working diligently to produce yet another yearbook for all to enjoy. I spoke with sales team member Alexa Peak to get some vital information about purchasing a 2019-2020 yearbook.
So right now yearbooks are only $40 before Christmas, and then after Christmas they're going to be $45, so you want to get them before Christmas time. Also, during the month of November, you can get your name printed on the cover for free, which is cool because it costs even more money after Christmas because you're going to have to pay for that as well. So if you'd like to purchase a yearbook, you have to go to yearbookordercenter.com with the school code of 8750, which is in the email that I have just sent out to the school. Yearbook staff is working really hard right now to work on this yearbook, to get this yearbook done and completed for you guys to enjoy at the end of the year. Also, if you don't want to go to yearbookordercenter.com and order them online, you can also bring your money to Mr. White in the TV studio.
This year's theme is 2020 Vision, a deeper look into what goes on inside BGHS. If you have any questions, you can email Charles Neal, Juliet Kaufman, Jason Means, Alexa Peak, Brooke Walters, Mr. White, the HS Yearbook email, or myself. This has been Erica Sussman from BGSN. Back to you guys at the desk.
Now let's toss it over to Joshua Fryer with sports.
Good morning, Hornets, and welcome back to sports. In Beech Grove news, the girls basketball team lost to Cascade Cadets. The record drops to 0-2. They will face the Cecina Crusaders. This game is on Saturday at 1:30. In NFL news, Thursday night football was last night. The Cleveland Browns beat the Steelers 21-7. Mason Rudolph completed 23 of 44 for 221 yards and 1 touchdown, but he had 4 interceptions. Jalen Samuels led the team with 5 carries for 26 yards. For the Browns, Baker Mayfield completed 17 out of 32, also for 193 yards and 2 touchdowns. Nick Chubb led the team in rushing with 27 carries for 92 yards. Odell led the team in receiving with 4 receptions for 60 yards. The Cleveland Browns defensive end Myles Garrett was involved in an ugly brawl with the Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Mason Rudolph towards the end of the game Thursday night. The fight occurred in the closing seconds of the game. Rudolph had thrown a short pass to running back Trey Edmonds when Garrett rushed him and threw him down on the ground, and the two began to get into a scuffle on the ground. The Pittsburgh Steelers offensive linemen Matt Felter and David DeCastro tried to break it up. In college football news, number 16 Notre Dame will face number 21 Navy. Number 24 Indiana will face number 9 Penn State. This is the first time the Hoosiers were ranked in almost 25 years. Purdue is off this week, but they'll be back in action on November 23rd against the number 15 Wisconsin. Ohio State will also travel to face Rutgers. An event is happening this Saturday at the high school. Lainey got more.
Hornet Hysteria is an upcoming event here at the high school on Saturday starting at 4 p.m. I talked to Coach Renfro to ask what exactly Hornet Hysteria is.
Hornet Hysteria is this weekend. Saturday it starts at 4 p.m. What it is, we get all of the younger kids, travel teams, 3rd grade, all the way through freshman, JV, and varsity boys. Just kind of a get-together, formal get-together for the school and the community to come out and kind of see their basketball teams this year.
I also asked Renfro what other activities will be at the event.
Yes, we are having a raffle, a free raffle. Whenever you come in, you get a ticket. It's for it's for a free season pass, which gets you into all the home games for free. And also with the raffle tickets, we're going to give away some free Beech Grove boys basketball T-shirts. There'll be basketballs there that will be thrown in the stands for the younger kids and all. So it should be a pretty fun day.
If you have the chance, come on down Saturday and support Hornet basketball. This has been Lainey Wilson for BGSN. Thank you for watching.
Before we go, it's time for our weekly Friday Gotcha coupon drawing. First, for the students, we have Latrell Porter. And secondly, we have DeMonte Henderson. You guys each won a Renaissance Sports Pass and a $10 Chick-fil-A gift card.
Next, with 2 more students, we have, this is staff shout out, Mr. Cross and Mr. Carr. You two will each receive a Renaissance Sports Pass.
Now for the teachers, we have...
And that's all for our day.